GRITtv was in Boston this past weekend for the National Conference for Media Reform, hosted by the Free Press. We spoke to no end of media makers, including Free Speech TV's own Don Rojas. This report was produced by Rebecca McDonald with special thanks to Sam Mayfield, The Uptake, and Noisemaker Media. Take a look.
The thing about the National Media Reformer Conference is that basically it's an intersection of people who are doing work at the government level on policy or funding initiatives, as well as practitioners who are doing education work in local communities, people who are media practitioners, people who are like teaching people how to do media, do storytelling, people who are working on diversity issues in media, and then also people who are just activists, people who are just community members who care deeply about making sure that the media system is more responsive to American needs, more reflective of life in our communities. So you meet a wide range of people here, and it ends up being a great opportunity to think about new possibilities.
I mean, the panel was about how our government, how we're getting the story about things happening in other countries, the uprising in Egypt, the Afghan war, how we're telling the story to Americans in the United States so they both know what's happening there, can be inspired by it. Wisconsin, my job is to ask questions, and the White House isn't going to answer my questions, but they'll answer their questions. So that's one of the ways that we kind of leverage what we can do to get stuff into the traditional media.
Kind of carves a new path for how we can be more effectively media activists, and not just journalists, that we won't just be reporting, but we'll sort of like be chasing stories and hunting them down and having a more effective role in shifting views. Demonstrated how you can build communities and then utilize those communities in effectuating policy or in mobilizing on an issue or on reporting on an issue and sharing reporting with various other reporters. And so we sort of build this reporter network, which is much more sustainable actually and viable and alive and vibrant and healthy than what exists now.
The organization, particularly a media organization like ours, that stresses people over profits and tries to hammer that message home every day, will receive a lot of support. People who are hurting in this economy recognize that the economy and those who run it, and the corporate interests on Wall Street really are not interested in their livelihoods. We have a point of view, and we support that point of view with our programming. That point of view is that we want to see a better world. We want to see a world that has more justice in it, and we want to see a world that where the ordinary working people are empowered with what we think are important messages that resonate with people who want to see and want to be part of social change.
Enjoy GRITtv? Want more people to see it? Well, we are making our program available free to public television stations coast to coast. If you would like to see our show on your local public television station, please give them a call and ask for GRITtv with Laura Flanders. Thanks.